Welcome back to another video. Today I'm joined by Sunderland fan Jack Lincoln. How are you, mate?
You alright?
Yeah, today we are going to be predicting this midweek action in the Sky Bet Championship. Obviously, first things first, let's talk about Sunderland and the departure of Alex Neil. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, it's shambolic. Absolutely shambolic. The board's fault. We should offer him more money, but we didn't. He signed a contract 4 weeks ago, and nothing got confirmed by the club. But he's gone to Stoke now. Good luck to him, but I hope he falls flat on his face.
And that's speaking from a Sunderland fan. So we'll get into the first game then. And the first game is Birmingham versus Norwich City. Obviously, looking here, Birmingham versus Norwich. This is Tuesday's fixtures. So tomorrow, Norwich City, after a shocking start to the season, find themselves right up in fourth position, winning 3, drawing 1, losing 2, scoring 7 goals, conceding 5 after playing 6 games. Whilst Birmingham are all the way down above the relegation. After starting the season pretty decent, they was up in that top 6 at one point of the season. They're now down just above the relegation zones, playing 6 games, winning 1, drawing 2, losing 3, scoring 3 goals, conceding 6. Not going to be an easy game for Birmingham going up against Norwich City. So if you come and have a look at Norwich City's last game, obviously coming in a victory on Saturday over Sunderland. Obviously, Norwich's last game came with a victory over Sunderland. Josh Sargent, obviously the man who keeps getting Norwich's goals this season, pops up with yet another goal 14 minutes before full time to wrap up all 3 points. Birmingham City, and obviously I don't know this one off by heart, but Birmingham, not obviously you can see not having the greatest of time so far. Birmingham's last game came with a 2-0 away victory, away defeat, should I say, to Rotherham United, who were promoted. Obviously, Birmingham need a win. They need a win, in my opinion, to get away from that relegation. Obviously, already early into the season, but in my opinion, they need that win. What's your score prediction, Jack?
I've got a feeling Norwich will win, but Norwich don't look anything special, to be honest. But it'll be a solid 3-0 win.
Yep, and I've gone with a Norwich 2-0 win at St Andrews. Next up is relegated Burnley taking on Millwall in the league as well. Obviously, you can see here Burnley sat in 7th in the league, whilst Millwall sat in 16th. Burnley winning 2, drawing 3, losing 1, scoring 11 goals, conceding 7. So they've got a goal threat in that team. Millwall scoring 7, conceding 9. They're not into the double digits of conceding yet. Could that come against Burnley? I think it will. I reckon they will concede against Vincent Kompany's side. For me, I'm going with a 3-1 Burnley win. What about you, Jack?
I've actually thinking about that Millwall could get an upset here, to be honest. I think Millwall have the quality. They've got the defensive side behind them. I think they'll get a scraper 1-0 win.
So, Burnley, I've gone for Burnley win. Jack's gone for a Millwall win. Up next, then, to DW Stadium as Wigan Athletic takes on West Bromwich Albion. As you can see here in the league tables, West Brom sat 15th in the league. You should be doing better when you've got the quality in their squad. Wow, might be blind here. Wigan, there they are. Sat in 20th in the league. So only 5 places splits the two sides. West Brom 1 win, 4 draw, 1 loss, scoring 10 goals, conceding 8, just on 7 points in the league. Wigan Athletic played 5, so they have got a game in hand, winning 1, drawing 3, losing 1. On 6 points, scoring 4 goals, conceding 7. Now, what's your thoughts on this game, then, Jack?
After Wigan's 5-1 defeat to Burnley, they won't have enough confidence to come into this game. They'll make mistakes, and West Brom will come out with a 2-1 win.
As you mentioned, that heavy defeat by Burnley last week. On Saturday, just gone. Not going to be an easy game for Wigan. But who knows? They could somehow pull out a game, or something out of this game here. Whether they do that or not is a completely different story. But I have gone for a 4-1 West Brom. I reckon they'll get 2 heavy defeats. Now,
that's interesting.
This game is the biggest game, in my opinion, going on in midweek. Now, obviously, you've got 2 Liverpool sides, Sunderland and Watford battling out. You've got a newly appointed manager taking over his first game, Alex Neil for Stoke, as they host Swansea City. You've also got Blackpool hosting Blackburn. You've got the specialist of only scoring 1 goal this season and conceding none. You've got a specialist of 0-0 draws, which obviously I predicted at the weekend for Preston. They travel to Coventry. Whether that game gets played or not is a different story. By now, it is actually getting played for once. You've got Watford taking on Middlesbrough, but this game is the biggest game so far in midweek. It is top versus second. Reading versus Sheffield United. Reading, no draws at all this season so far. 4 wins, 2 losses, scoring 7 goals, conceded 6. They are top of the league by a single point. Just 1 defeat in midweek could drop them all the way out the top 6. That is how close it is, just 6 games into the season. Sheffield United, 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 10 goals scored, 5 goals conceded, 11 points. They were, should I say, the first team in Championship history to be top of the league after 5 games, but only on less than 11 points. Now, for this game, obviously, I'm going to keep biased out of this. I don't think it's going to be easy for Sheffield United against Reading. I honestly don't. Reading just looks like a different team this season than they did last season. Obviously, that points deduction got to the players' heads last season. Without a points deduction, they're flying top of the league. Well, not flying, but they're doing well at the start of the season. Reading could get something from this game. They could. Whether they do or don't, again, is another different story. Obviously, as you can see there on the bottom left, Reading won last time out as well at Millwall. Not a very convincing victory, but they got the job done, 1-0. Sheffield United, with that McBurney late equaliser there at Kenilworth Road, sealing a 1-0 draw. For me, for score prediction, I just think Sheffield United are just too strong at home. If you can see the home form this season so far for them, Sheffield United is actually top, winning all 3 games that they have played at home, only conceding 1 goal at home in the home games. So it's not going to be that good. Obviously, if Reading was at home, it could have been different as well because Reading got second on conceding 1 goal at home. But on away form, Reading got all the way down in 13th. They've won 1, lost 2 home games. They've only scored 1 goal away from home. For me, I'm going for a 2-1 Sheffield United win. I think the Blades will get all 3 points here, and that will send them back to the top of the league. What about you, Jack?
I think Sheffield United have way too much quality to even hold Reading's team, to be honest. Reading are on good form. They're looking good this season. They're showing that they can score goals, get grind for results, but it'll be a 2-0 Sheffield United win.
Okay, next up, we're going to London now to see QPR taking on Hull City. 2 teams who are similar positions. One's just outside the playoffs, one is in the playoffs. Hull City, a decent start. They're proving that they're not afraid to score goals, but then again, their defense is leaving massive gaps. They are currently third in the league, behind on goal difference. Too many goals conceded is the difference why they are not sat second in the league. 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss along the way so far. 10 goals scored, 10 goals conceded, 11 points. QPR sat in 11th place, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, 9 scored, 9 conceded, 8 points. If you see the home form for QPR, it's sat down at 15. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. The away form as well for Hull City, doing 18. They've not won one of the 3 away games this season as it stands. They've not won a single away game so far. But obviously, we can't judge it. We can't judge it on the opening 4 away games, which is why I'm going to predict a Hull City 2-0 away win. What about you, Jack?
I got this to be a very even game. I've got a feeling QPR have got the quality up top with Chair, Dykes, Willock, and all that. Hull haven't got a strong defence, as you said, but I think it'll be probably a 2-2 draw.
2-2. Next up is Cardiff taking on Luton. Obviously, as I've already mentioned today, I predicted Cardiff Preston at the weekend 0-0. And I was watching the highlights. It was not a convincing display from both teams. Cardiff in the first half should have put them to bed. They just need that guy up front who can score. Now Cardiff are in 14th, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. They've scored 3 goals in 6 games. For me, it's not that good. But it's not that bad. You're seeing teams scoring 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe even 12 goals in the opening 6 games. And then you're like Cardiff, Birmingham, you're Preston, who are scoring 3 less goals in the opening 6 games. They've scored 3, conceded 4, 8 points. Luton, on the other hand, have scored 4 goals, conceded 5 on 6 points. 1 win, 3 draws, 2 losses along the way. 14th against 19th here. If we have a look at the away form, let's go and check the away form first this time. Luton in 6th. So they're picking up points away from home. However, Cardiff are 6th as well. So it could go anyway. Cardiff haven't lost one of the 3 games as it stands. They're yet to concede at home as well, which is good. They've scored 2 goals at home. I'm going for a narrow 1-0 Cardiff win.
I've got it down for a boring 0-0, to be honest. Cardiff are not scoring goals. Luton defensively look all right, but it'll be one of them boring games where both teams won't be able to take their chances.
Okay. Next up is another big game. Middlesbrough travelling to Watford. Watford in sixth position here, as you can see, 2 wins, 3 draw, 1 loss along the way. 6 goals scored, 5 goals conceded, 9 points. Middlesbrough not having a good start to the season. 18th in the league, 1 win, 3 draws, 2 losses along the way. 6 points, so not a good start to the season, as Watford could have even done better this season, as they would have expected from their fans. Who's at home? Watford. Yeah, Watford's at home. They're 9th on the home table so far. They're on 6 points, so the exact same points that they're on in total. 2 wins and 1 loss at home so far. For the away form table, though, for Middlesbrough, 21st, they've only got 1 point away on the road in 3 games, but in 6 altogether. 1 draw, 2 losses. They've scored 4 goals away, but conceded 6. For me, I'm going for a 4-2 Watford win. I think there'll be goals. I do think there'll be goals. I think Middlesbrough will get a few goals themselves. But like I just said, they've conceded 6, scored 4. They're scoring goals away, they're conceding goals away. How about you, Jack?
Middlesbrough, as you said, haven't had a great start to the season, but I've got a feeling they'll pick it up throughout more of the season. Watford have started all right. They've lost one of the best strikers, Emmanuel Dennis. But I think Watford can come over a comfortable 3-1 win.
3-1 Watford, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, next up then is your team, Sunderland, hosting Rotherham now on Wednesday night. We're on the Wednesday night fixtures now. Obviously, as I mentioned, the very first game, Sunderland ended in a 1-0 defeat. Now a 1-0 defeat, which some fans would say was undeserving after the first half Sunderland had. Obviously, I don't know, I didn't watch the highlights at all. But tell me what happened on Saturday then, Jack.
To be honest, we just really came out on the firing stick. To be honest, came out pushing. Should have got two to 3 goals in the first half, but we didn't take our chances. And then second half, we had a little spell as we did in the first half, and then the players got kind of tired. They dropped off a lot, and then they got the goal.
Yeah. Well, Sunderland are currently 2-2-2 in the league so far. 8 goals scored, 8 goals conceded, 8 points. Rotherham, unbeaten this season. They are one of 2 teams unbeaten. Preston and the other one. 2 wins, 3 draws, no losses. They have got a game in hand as well. So that game in hand could work into their favour to send them top of the league. 8 goals scored, 2 goals conceded for them. Home form, you see Rotherham there, but we're not on about Rotherham because they're not at home. You see Sunderland not having good time at home so far this season. No wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. They've only scored 3 goals at home, 4 goals conceded. They've only gained 2 points this season. Rotherham's away for, obviously, you see Sunderland there in second place, but we're looking for Rotherham. Not doing too bad away. Obviously, they've only had 2 away games over this season, and they've picked up points in both of them. Obviously, their other away game got postponed against Coventry, but they've picked up 2 points. They've scored 1 goal, conceded 1 goal. So 1 was expected 0-0 draw. But for me, I reckon Rotherham, as much as it hates me to say, I reckon Rotherham will walk away with at least a point. And that is why I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I reckon they'll stay unbeaten for now. What about you, Jack?
I don't know. I've been thinking about over the days how this game could potentially go. If we come out of into that game how we did in the first half against Norwich, we could walk away with ease of 3 points. But we don't know what kind of Sunderland we're going to get on that day. But it's going to be a tough game for us, to be honest. It's not our toughest test this season. But it'll probably be a 1-1 draw as well.
Okay. Next up is, we've just mentioned about Sunderland. We're now going on to their former manager. And he's taking on in charge of his first game, in charge of Stoke City, as they take on Swansea City later on in the week on Wednesday night. Stoke City then, not a decent start to the season, as they are commonly sat down in 17th place, 2 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses, scoring 6 goals, conceded 8, scoring on 7 points. What is here? Well, Swansea in the relegation zone there, as you can see, 1 win, 2 draws, 3 losses, 5 goals scored, but 10 goals conceded. And that is not what you want as it stands. Conceded 10 goals in the opening 6 games of the season? No. But let's have a look down here. Home form then for Stoke City. They are all the way down in 14th position. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, 4 goals scored at home, 3 goals conceded. Swansea's away form is actually pretty decent, to be fair. In 7th position to say that they're in the relegation zone, which means it must be their home form this season, which is lacking. Again, same as Stoke City have. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. They scored 3 goals, conceded 3 goals at home. But for me, it's all about manager bounce, and that I reckon Stoke will have that manager bounce. Alex Neil will win his first game in charge of Stoke City, and I'm going with a 2-1 home win. What about you, Jack?
I hate to say it, though. I think Neil will obviously get his first win of the season with Stoke. I hate saying it, but it's what it is. But I think Swansea have had a very bad start. But it'll be a 2-1 Stoke winners. I don't really want to say it like that, but it is.
Okay, next up, Bristol City taking on Holdensville Town as well. Bristol City in 9th position, 2-2-2 along the way. 11 scored, 9 conceded. 8 points is on the board for Bristol City. Holdensville Town, top from bottom. They've gone from club finalists last season, losing the manager, losing key players. 23rd in the league. Could they be a shock team to get relegated to the Sky Bet like League One? 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses along the way. 4 points sat there. But bear in mind, Coventry are just 3 points behind them with 2 games in hand. So after Coventry's games in hand, if they win them, Huddersfield could be bottom of the league. 7 scored, 8 conceded. The home form then. Let's check Bristol City's home form this season. His home form is 7th place here. If that was on home form. 2 wins, 1 loss along the way at home. 6 scored, 3 conceded. So they've conceded half amount to the goals they are actually scoring away from for. Huddersfield is here. They're sat bottom of the league on home form. They've only played 2 away games though. So they have got an away game in hand, losing both of the games that they've scored, only scoring 2 goals. So they've scored half the amount as conceded. They've yet to pick up a single point away from home. And I think that will continue here against Bristol City on the coast of Wales. I'm going for I think I'll go for a narrow 1-0 win, but this could easily be a Huddersfield win or or even a draw. What are you saying, Jack?
I think it'll be probably with how Huddersfield are being right now, an easy win for Bristol City, but I've gone with a 2-1 Huddersfield win.
Okay, a 2-1 Huddersfield.
Yep.
Okay, next up is the specialist of the 0-0 draws, Preston North End travelling to bottom of the league. Coventry City, bear in mind, Coventry, as I've just mentioned, have got 2 games in hand, and obviously I don't need good to their league position, but I will anyway. They've got 1 win, 2 losses in 3 games, no wins on the board yet. Just a single point there, 5 scored, 7 conceded. Preston, 1, and you will never see, in my opinion, you will never see this again in the opening 6 games. 1 win, 5 draws. 5 draws in the opening 6 games. They're doing something good because they've conceded no goals, but again they're doing something bad because they've only conceded a single goal. Sat 10th in the league here, and let's check home form for Coventry. It will more likely be very down there because they've played less home games due to what's happening, and there they are. They've not played a single home game this season. Not one single home game. So we can't judge them on their home form. Let's take away form then. Preston here in 3rd position, going 1 goal away from home, conceding none. 2 draws, 1 win along the way, and I'm gonna go out bold here. I'm saying this won't end 0-0, and I'm saying a Preston game won't end 0-0. I'm going for a 1-0 Preston. They still won't score. They still won't manage to sort that scoring problem out until they sign a new striker. I reckon they'll still not concede. But I'm going. In fact, no. We'll change that. I'm going for a 2-1 Preston. I reckon they'll score 2 more goals, but I also reckon that clean sheet record will come to an end. What are you saying then, Jack?
I've got a feeling they'll actually continue the 0-0 status going on, but Coventry don't seem to be threatening enough. Preston can't even score a goddamn goal. So it'll be another 0-0.
Okay. And then the final game is a 8 o'clock kickoff. And it is a derby. Lancaster derby. Blackpool against Blackburn. I believe it's a Lancaster derby, in fact. I believe it is. I could be wrong, but I'm sure it is. As I've heard a lot of people speak about this game, calling it a derby day. Which one do we start on? Do we start on Blackburn or Blackpool? We'll go with Blackburn. 3 wins, 3 losses. Not a single draw so far. 6 goals scored, 8 conceded, 9 points. They're sat in 8th position, just behind on goal defense in the playoff. Blackpool mid-table, just below mid-table, should say 2-2-2 along the way. 8 scored, 9 should say conceded 8 points. So they are below mid-table by a single goal. A singular goal is the reason they are in the bottom half of the table. For the home record though, Blackpool not doing too bad. 1-1-1 across the way. 4-4 as in goals and conceded, and 4 points. So they are doing pretty decent, but not that good. Away form then for Blackburn sees them in the 11th place, so mid-table team there. 3 points. They've only won 1 away game. And those 2, they've scored 3 goals, conceded 6 goals away from home. For me, I reckon this will be another goal feast, goal fest here, and I'm going for a 3-2 win for Blackpool. What are you saying there, Jack?
It's a derby. I think it is a derby game, but a very interesting game. Because both teams know how to score. Both teams know how to not concede. So I've got a feeling probably a 3-3.
3-3. Okay, so that will wrap it up for the video today. Then, if you did go on to like it, please like, subscribe if you're new around here, and we'll see you in the next video.